Again, #1 rebounding team in the country as they crash the glass with a vengeance. Clinching. Karaban. Get it! Jackson, again, they dare him to shoot. Little backdoor, smart pass. An even better look, Sanogo. And he's headed back to the line. Sanogo starting to show what it's capable of. A chance at 3 when we come back. Look at Sanogo. He's just too big.
He's too much.
How good has Adama Sanogo been here in the second half? And there's the interior defense. Jefferson never had a chance.
Karaban outside, two-time Connecticut Player of the Year, takes it in, freezing for 2. And it's the biggest lead for the Huskies so far.
And Newton's now made 8 of his last 15 three-pointers.
Robust move into the paint by Black. Charged free, picked up Karaban. Baseball pass, Jackson, Clinching! Off Connecticut second.
There it is, off the turnover.
What a pass.
You gotta love those fast breaks, Dan, where the ball never hits the floor. Long advance pass, rim the lob.
By Black, he'll rocket the other way, and Davis inside, but the wall was there defensively. It's intercepted. Karaban, a trailer and a drive.
What a play by Clinching.
7%. Huskies are shooting 68%. Hawkins picks up his first, and the freshman Karaban with a nifty move to get the dues. As he goes the other way, and no break. Who finds Karaban, the fake, the drive, the collision.
And then Karaban, just like Hawkins, knows that Arkansas is going to run him off the three-point line. He's done a good job going to the basket.
Council picks up his first foul.
Every part of this game, without scoring a lot of points, that's going to be assist number 7 for him. To go with 8 rebounds, 3 steals.
Each team starting in the man-to-man, and interestingly, Watson already has 1 personal foul, and he's trying to guard Sanogo.
Hickman is watching Karaban inside for 2. Newton will make a move. Smith will defend. Sanogo going down low. Jackson letting it rip. Karaban at 3. Biggest of the first half.
Well, this is some pass by Jackson. My goodness.
Great spacing, great ball movement, and finish with the 3.
How about this Karaban? Sanogo. He'll crash inside. Sanogo. Good feed. Karaban on top.
Well, we talked about Sanogo. Here, the handoff. Greg steps toward the offensive guard with the ball.
Well, another opportunity. Tapped around off the hip is Wong. On the floor, picked up by Karaban. Miami only 1 out of 11 from the field. That's it.
Nice string out. They do that hard.
Underneath pass. Clinching and 1.
What a find by Karaban. Seals enough in that lane for that catch. What a delivery. Big time.
It was a great pass, but what a target right there. Inside. But you're right, Miami. They trapped that.
Hands it over to Calcaterra, to Clinching with 5. Back to Newton. Newton under the basket. Back outside. Karaban. We got another one at the buzzer.
That's his shot. That slot jumper.
Gets it back. Gets it out. Karaban comes in. And he's going to make that one.
They all are threats. No question about it.
Underneath. After getting blocked. This time it rolls off the rim. And blocked by Karaban. A rope. Looking for a foul that's not there.
They're really standing this trip. There they go.
Karaban.
That's his spot.
Oh, boy.
That slot jumper. He can percolate. And Dutch, what a year he's had too.
Purley and the Huskies have their dreams come true.
Watch the delay. They're very good.
Spencer, backdoor, Castle, swing, ball movement. Karaban sticks the 3. If you have Bowie, Langborg, and Barnheiser combined for 1 of 16.
How about that?
It's Karaban throwing it down. T connected cam.
I mean, they throw it to Clinching, fake the dribble handoff, slip the screen. I mean, just
a minute 37 to play. Karaban, the fake, the drive, and deuce, +1.
How about him mixing his game up?
Lot of traffic. Ledee inside. Clinching with a fin. Knocked it away. It's Karaban getting the ball out to Newton. Here come the Huskies. Ooh. Long three. Called!
Wow.
Damask into Karaban. Oh, he knocked it away. He swats that ball out of bounds.
I mean, you've got the dish to Hawkins wide open there.
Karaban with a three. Goody three. Rebound picked up by Newton. 16 straight misses. Karaban inside. The dunk. The foul. Count it.
You're going to get long rebounds, and Karaban does a great job. We've seen this a couple of times. He just runs out. Shannon commits the foul, and you're right, Kevin. Karaban would have really been hurt had he not hung on there.
Nice chemistry. Estrada and Sears. Shot clock down to 3. Down to 2. Denied by Karaban.
How about that set?
And right now they're trying to answer it on the offensive end. Out of the timeout. The drive by Sears, and Sears has it denied by Karaban. Newton goes to work.
Well rested, too.
Karaban. Wow. Yes, sir!
Wow.
A 3 and a deep one.
and a great set out of that timeout by Dan Hurley.
How about this set? Isn't that pretty? Little stagger. Get the curl. Get them organized. Corkscrew delivery. Karaban drilling it. UConn's got to get moving on the offensive end. Nice steal here. Smith. Nice pass.
Backdoor. Diarra lays it in. UConn, even on a play that could have easily gone the other way.
A body block. Nice look.
Oh, perfect pass. Lawyer denied. It's Karaban.
What a hustle play. And you noted that earlier. He comes up with big stops.
Diarra. He nails the 3. Spin Newton. 7 to shoot. Double from Colvin. It leaves Karaban open. Bingo.
Wow, what a find by Newton.
Hey, Raph, you make a mistake, they make you pay.
We are going to hit the 7-minute mark of the second half. Johnson, the cutter. Karaban.
What a slip.
What a setup.
Screen. Clinching. Karaban takes the baseline. Clinching. Yes.
And how about Karaban? Silently contributes to the cause.
UConn fans on their feet behind. Head coach Dan Hurley. Shot clock down to 4. Karaban floated. Clinching. Exclamation point with a lay.
Again, the drop coverage is going to get looks.
Karaban, the push shot is pure.
At some point, all those twos add up as well.
It is a UConn coronation. The Huskies make history. Back-to-back national champions. 23-18. No field goals over the last nearly 3 minutes for the Sooners. Catch and shoot.
Shot blocked.
Good on with Karaban extending. UConn clinging to a 1-point lead. A lot of activity. Karaban. Big
How about that?
A big 3.
Wow.
We're down to 42 seconds to go. More underneath. 2 bodies. Blocked by Karaban.
How about Karaban? Both ends of the floor making plays.
Tight defense there from Hanlongton. Shot clock down to 2. Down to 1. Johnson gets it off and hits.
Nice look by Karaban.
Had a slip action there by Karaban.
He's very good without the basketball. There it is again.
Swing it. Karaban buries it.
What a call out of the timeout, though.
No confusion.
Karaban.
There you go.
Hard drive.
Pretty.
Finishes with the left hand.
He's got to mix his game up a lot more. Don't just settle. Put it on the deck. They've been tough the last few trips defensively. Florida.
52-51. UConn. Chinyalu remains in the game for Florida. Karaban. Got a 3.
How about that set?
You knew at some point he was going to knock one of those down.
But they love that little play and that little pin down. He may have won. Look at this.
Swing. Karaban steps in front. Leak out by Diarra.
Paladins want to push ahead. Asa Thomas is checked in, tried to go down low, and they turn it over. Mullins running the break, and Mullins lays it in.
Yeah, you got to bring guards. You can't let him dribble the ball like he backed people down that last possession.
Karaban able to get to the basket. Can solo ball get on track? Here's Karaban with the shot clock at 5. Karaban gets to the basket. Reed left alone for 2. Karaban fakes the 3, steps up, and drills it. Karaban a 3. Yes, sir! Of his first team All Big East player as UCLA gives it right back. Daly
Good
lost
defense.
it.
Terrace Reed there, taking it from Dan. Good pass.
Karaban throws it down off the feed from Ball. Mullins, the trailer, feeding Reed. There's the double, there's the triple. Karaban in the foul. Reed is still on the bench for UConn. But now he's back out on the floor. 4 points, 1 rebound. Karaban with a big 3.
Well, how about this? I mean, Terrace Reed, after that game the other night, good move there by Karaban going to the basket. After that game the other night, he doesn't have a basket in this game.
Demery to Karaban in the corner. Karaban on the drive. Not this time. Reed Jr. missed the follow. Karaban gets it back. Karaban on a mission tonight. It is Smith. Karaban fakes the 3. Now a deep 3. Karaban! Perry going right at Karaban. Karaban blocks him from behind. Karaban doing it all.
UConn has won 16 games in a row in the Sweet 16 or later. That is incredible. Karaban tees it up with a straightaway tray.
Karaban with the slip and finish.
Pretty. That's well executed. Karaban gets the floater off the glass. Up the floor in a hurry is Fears. Catch by Ward, and it's blocked by Karaban. Smith in a matchup with Fears. Karaban, he fakes out Kohler, drives, bounces. What a setup to Reed.
And that's because the bigs are on him. He can blow by.
Nice set. Oh, miss Reed. There you go.
Reed, post up, kick. Karaban, deep one.
Some early. Put the ball in the hands of your seniors. Karaban knocking down that 3.
Smith looking that way. Picked up by Dar. Kick it, extra. Karaban finally gets into the box score.
He knows the game and he's active. Go through Reed again. He's been the playmaker.
Demery small against big. Boozer extends. Karaban the bounce. Reed, old school.
And Raph, we saw that play earlier this half. Karaban curling, getting into the paint. Beautiful pocket pad.
UConn down by 4. Demery operating against Foster. Kick out, Karaban. Boozer!
Wow! How about the double curl right here? And then Boozer tried to shoot the gap. Great awareness, Karaban.
Get it into Boozer, back for Sarr, ahead, Boozer, that ball deflected and stolen by Mullins. Karaban, 2 seconds, Mullins tosses it up. Oh! It's good! We're point 3! UConn goes in front!
Out of Indiana, they all can shoot. Nylon from deep, astounding.
The freshman, Braylon Mullins. Wow! What a play. All Duke had to do was hold.
0 of 4 from downtown. UConn is 3 out of 7. Karaban doesn't take the 3. Instead, a shovel inside and a big finish for Terrace Reed Jr. Jurkovic sets the screen for Stojakovic. He drives it, and it's denied on the inside by Karaban.
Nice switch by Karaban, putting some size.
Swing it, ball back in, defended by Hummerkaus.
A little rhythm on the offense here right now.
Reed, great position inside and that feathery touch. Second body comes at him, Mullins, and then Karaban rips it away.
How about gap D there? Nice give here.
Ahead, Mullins, the ball fake, the corkscrew. We approach 4 minutes to go. Oh, that's really deep. Wagler misses it from the outside. Ivasic saves it, but it's Karaban up ahead. Ball has got the angle. Oh, big finish. Solo Ball.
He can pick and pop, but they've gotten away from it late in the year.
UConn only gets 15.9 points per game from its bench. That's 305 in the nation. Karaban, nice ball fake, lines it up. Karaban knocks it down. Mullins is going to take it and miss it, but a long rebound to Smith. Reload, Karaban.
Nice pass.
Reed.
Oh, that was on the way down.
It's goaltending against Mara.
Nice post up. Look at this disadvantage.
Johnson.
Good hands.
Knocked out of there. Karaban with the thievery. Karaban drives it all the way. Layup goes in traffic.
Looked like the shot got blocked. This has been great, Michigan.
Feed it. Karaban. Diagonal. Mullins. Lines it up. And knocks it down. A tray.
And a nice flare screen there from Reed on the weak side.
Demery watched by Gale. Karaban, his jumper, splash!
Wow, a nice double curl off of Reed there. He's the key.